It's 11:47. A fully loaded semi-truck rolls down a dark American highway, headlights cutting through a thin layer of diesel haze. The driver has been behind the wheel for hours. His shoulders are stiff. His eyes keep drifting shut for half a second longer than they should. His fuel gauge is dropping. His body is done. And right now there's only one thing on his mind: find a parking spot. Up ahead, a massive truck stop rises out of the darkness. Bright lights, fuel pumps in neat rows, dozens of parked trucks lined up like dominoes. For a moment, it looks like salvation. The driver slows down and pulls into the entrance, and then he sees it. Every parking space is full. Rows and rows and rows of tractor trailers packed together, some perfectly between the lines, others angled into corners never meant to hold a 70-foot-long rig. He circles the lot once, slowly, hoping that something opens up in the last 90 seconds, but it hasn't. He checks his dashboard clock, then he checks something else. A small screen mounted near the wheel counting down in red digits. His legal driving time is running out. And now he's got a serious problem. Because when every truck stop on the map is full, where does a truck driver actually go? Here's something almost nobody outside the industry knows. Across the United States, researchers estimate that there is roughly one truck parking space for every 11 trucks on the road. 11 trucks, one spot. The math doesn't work, no matter how you try to arrange it. So what happened tonight isn't bad luck or one unusually busy Tuesday. It's the normal condition of American trucking. Worse near ports, worse near big city distribution hubs, and worse anywhere freight and population pile up in the same place. Studies on driver behavior have found that the average trucker spends nearly an hour every single day just searching for a legal place to stop. If you add that up across a year, and some drivers lose close to $7,000 in income, not from bad decisions, just from time spent hunting for that parking spot, which statistically was never going to be there anyway. The driver tonight doesn't know the exact number. All he knows is the lot behind him is full, the clock in his cab is still counting down, and somewhere out there has to be an open space. He pulls back onto the highway. 10 miles pass, then 20. He keys up the CB out of habit. Anybody got room up at the next stop? A voice crackles back, tired and flat. Nah, man. Same as everywhere. I've been circling for 20 minutes myself. He opens up a parking app on his phone. Red pin after red pin, full. One yellow pin, 40 minutes away, limited availability. Which could mean 2 spots or none, because nobody updates these things in real time. Here's the part that most people never think about. The lot he just left wasn't actually as full as it looked from the entrance. Some open-looking gaps were blocked by trailers dropped at odd angles. Some spaces were reserved for fuel customers only. A few were technically empty, but too tight to safely swing a 70-foot rig into. On paper, that lot had parking. In reality, it didn't. Every mile he drives searching is a mile burning off his legal clock. So he keeps going. Right now, stopping isn't really a choice he gets to make freely. It's a countdown he's racing against. 30 miles now. The rest area appears, already lined nose to tail with trailers. Another truck giving up and pulling back onto the ramp ahead of him. No room there either. Somewhere past mile 40, he remembers an old way station a few exits up. It's been closed for years, the scales have been disconnected, the building has been boarded over. Not officially a truck parking area. There's no sign welcoming drivers in, but drivers talk, and word is nobody's chased anyone off in a long time. He takes the exit and finds 3 other trucks already parked along the cracked asphalt, engines idling. Nobody around. No lights except for a single security lamp flickering over a rusted old gate. It's not guaranteed. A state trooper could roll through tonight and tell everyone to get the heck out of there, But right now it's the best option on the table, and the clock doesn't care about guarantees. He pulls in behind the last truck and finds there's exactly no room left. This is the moment every trucker dreads. His ELD, the device that automatically tracks his legal hours, shows 15 minutes left. 15 minutes to find somewhere legal to stop. Or he's driving on a violation. Not a warning, a violation that will follow him onto his safety record, onto his company's safety score, and in the worst case, into how a crash investigation gets written up if something goes wrong before he finds a spot. He passes one exit, no lot. Just a gas station too small for a rig of his size. He passes another, same story, 10 minutes now. His mind starts doing math it shouldn't have to do at midnight. How far till the next exit? How many minutes that costs? Whether it's worth the risk of arriving with zero time left and nowhere to park at all? There's no shoulder he's allowed to just stop on, no I'll figure it out option. The clock doesn't pause for traffic, weather, or bad luck. Nobody puts watching a countdown clock while running out of legal road in a recruiting ad. But for a large number of drivers, that's a normal Tuesday night. Here's something that surprises almost everyone outside of the industry. There's a federal provision called personal conveyance. In specific situations, for example, if a driver runs out of hours at a shipper's or receiver's facility, federal guidance allows him to go off duty and legally drive the truck to the nearest safe place to park, even after his hours have technically expired. It sounds like a loophole. It isn't, well, not exactly anyway. It only applies in very narrow circumstances, and it's not a free pass to keep driving wherever the heck he wants. Drivers who stretch it, using it to get closer to their next load instead of purely to rest, can get written up just as fast as someone who never used it. But when it genuinely applies, it's the difference between an ugly violation on a driver's record and simply getting the rest he's legally required to have. Most drivers didn't learn that in training, they learned it the hard way. So why not just park at a warehouse? You might wonder why he doesn't just sleep at wherever he's delivering to in the morning. Sometimes he can, often he can't. Many facilities won't allow early arrivals or overnight parking at all. And showing up early carries its own risk. Most shippers give a 2-hour grace period to get loaded or unloaded. And after that, a driver is technically owed detention pay, usually $50 to $100 an hour. Sounds good on paper. In practice, plenty of drivers wait 3 or 4 hours at a dock, never to see a cent of it, because detention pay depends entirely on what's written into the contract, not federal law. So arriving early to a guaranteed parking spot can just trade one problem for another. Hours of unpaid waiting, with the clock still ticking. Tonight, this driver has options most people would never guess exist. Some know a particular Walmart a few exits up that still allows overnight parking, as long as you walk inside and ask the manager first rather than assuming it's fine. Some know of a church with an empty lot on weeknights, and a pastor who's used to seeing a truck idling near the back fence by now. An unofficial understanding built one polite ask at a time. Some know the frontage road behind an industrial park where 3 or 4 trucks quietly sit every night, an arrangement nobody wrote down anywhere. Some watch rather than search, reading marker lights flicking on, engines idling in that particular pre-departure way. And some pay for it outright. A growing number of private parking apps let drivers reserve a guaranteed spot in advance, same way you'd book a hotel room. It costs money that used to be free, but for a driver who can't afford another night like tonight, it's worth it. None of this is in a manual anywhere. It's passed driver to driver, over the CB, in group chats, in 5-minute conversations at a fuel island. It's the real unofficial map of American trucking. But sometimes even that map runs out, so drivers park where you've probably seen them. Exit ramps, Wide shoulders, quiet frontage roads with no signage either allowing or forbidding it. In many states, it's not even legal, and it can mean a ticket ranging from anywhere from $100 to several hundred. Sometimes even with a tow on top of that. That's an expense that can wipe out a day's pay in one night. It's dangerous in a more immediate way too. Drivers asleep in the cab, a car rounding a curve too fast, headlights catching a trailer half a second too late. Every experienced trucker knows someone with a story like that. So when you see a truck parked on a ramp at night, it usually isn't reckless. It's a driver who ran out of every other option and chose the last bad one still available. Eventually, tonight, he does find something. A legal spot at the edge of a lot that just emptied out just enough. He shuts the engine down, climbs into the sleeper. Finally, sleep. The kind that comes fast when a body's been fighting exhaustion for hours. Then, at 3:18 a.m., a refrigeration unit 2 trucks over roars to life. A door slams somewhere. An engine pulls away, gravel crunching under its tires. He opens his eyes, disoriented for a second, then remembers exactly where he is. He's here. He made it. He closes his eyes again and tries to find whatever's left of the night. A truck isn't just a vehicle to the person driving it. It's a workplace. It's a bedroom. Sometimes it's the only place he'll be alone all week. A cooler wedged behind the seat, a photo clipped to the visor, a thermos refilled more times than anyone could count. So when a driver spends an hour hunting for parking, he isn't just looking for somewhere to put a 72-foot vehicle. He's looking for somewhere to safely end his entire workday. None of this is abstract. An hours of service violation can mean fines running into the hundreds or low thousands of dollars, points against the company's federal safety score, and in serious cases, a driver's commercial license on the line. A tired driver behind an 80,000-pound vehicle is the exact scenario the entire hours of service system exists to prevent. That's the tension under every decision tonight. The ramp, the weigh station, the app, the call to a manager, none of them are ideal. All of them are better than the alternative. By sunrise, he's moving again. Orange lights stretch across the chrome. The engine hums, steady and familiar. Somewhere behind him, hundreds of other trucks are pulling out hundreds of other lots, weigh stations, and exit ramps after nights that looked almost exactly like this. And somewhere ahead of him tonight, the entire search starts all over again. Truck drivers, what do you do when every truck stop is full? Drop your answers in the comments. Thanks for watching, and if you enjoyed this video, please like and subscribe, and I'll see you down the road.